So here's a wee tutorial that should hopefully help you build stations with signals like I usually do with these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop in a nice long station here, and then I'm going to pull this out, pop in a path signal, standard path signal here facing into the station. Then out of the station comes this, and we want on the inlet side to be right here up against it, so the train's waiting as close as possible for efficiency's sake. We'll say 9 long there. And then on the way out, you want it to be over here, roughly a train's length away from the entry to the station, because if the train exits the station here, and there's a train blocking this path, then it's not going to be able to get past. It doesn't really matter for one-tile stations, but say you have a line that's completely full of exactly the right number of trains for some reason to completely saturate it and move goods, but you have a train in the station here, and you've actually accidentally made one extra train, so it comes out, blocks this. This train's waiting to get into the station, but there's this empty platform here, and it can't get to it. If you do it this way round, the train will only leave when this block is empty, and it'll only come up to here, which means this bit will be unblocked. And the one-way path signals are clever. They will calculate the path and see if a collision is going to occur, and if it won't, it'll let the train go through, and if it will, then it won't. So then what we do is bring this all the way down here to the power plant, and just do that. Oops. Okay, then another 8 long station that we're actually not going to put there. The reason for that will become apparent in a moment. So we want another crossover here. Didn't need quite that much space, but it's fine. And then, just for efficiency's sake on this slightly curved one, we'll put that track in there, so this doesn't have to turn as much, because turning really slows down trains in this game. So normal path signals facing into the station on each side, and then select your one-way path signal, come up to here, hold Control, click and drag, and it'll fill in the rest of the signals all the way down the line. For efficiency's sake, we want that one there, and then again with this one, and then for efficiency's sake, and to stop traffic jams, kill that signal, so now there's a train's length in here, because it's 9 tiles. You can change it with a little button here. And then you'd want a depot, and usually I would put the depot, actually no, we'll just do it properly. So train length of track, it's roughly a train length, 10. Depot in, if you place it on the track, it auto-connects like that. However, we don't want that one or that one, we want this. So now what we do, signal here, keep that one like that, and that's just going to make it easier to figure out where the train's going to sit. Alright, now we've got everything we need. So what you want to do is new vehicle. I usually sort by maximum speed because I like the fast train, so I don't have to immediately build like a 4-lane track to create passing spots the entire length down. And then if I just... Not out yet. Okay, doesn't matter. So we shall pick this. Oh, it is out. It's just I have coal set on. Again, doesn't matter. So we bought and refit the vehicle to coal. And then, like a second generation universal wagon, which can go on this, and click that until this little number up here is at 8, because that is the platform length. So now, if I just do that to get rid of these, so it's going to come out of here, and if we wanted to be perfectly efficient, we would have built the depot on this side, so that it goes straight up there, but that really is irrelevant. So here, unload all, then here, and then to the depot twice. And the reason we want twice is because we want it to service if it needs to, and then unbunch, because that means we don't need to deal with timetables. And then we start it. And then it doesn't work because this track type is not electric, I assume. So change the railway type and then select this to upgrade it. And now we start it. And I'm a genius, the game is paused. So I've set it to maximum simulation speed. And now we notice that this station is very quickly building up coal, and this one train is not going to cut it. So if we click clone train, and then hold control, and click that, you can see in here the orders are matched. So let's go up to 6 will do. That many trains. And they will come out of the depot one by one and go into the station. And then after a while, we'll have enough money to increase the size of the network. So, it doesn't matter for resources like coal, because consumers like power stations, etc., will take as much as you can give them, no matter what. For example, if I do this, hold control, that station, and that station. Now all of these are in range, and obviously as much as I can put in here, as much as I can transport between the two places, this is going to absorb. So we would use this power station, but it doesn't matter. However, what does affect the towns is if you supply the industry around them, their population will grow. You also, if I show the transparency options, turn off the houses, you can see that there are some industries like this, a general store. So it requires food, goods, and alcohol. So what you would want to do is pop a truck stop there, which you can do like this. You can pop one in the road. And you see that purple box per square around it. That's the range. So anything in those tiles it can reach. So I put like one there. It can reach this hotel. And then you would have things come along to that. But yeah, that's the general gist of it. Now, because sidings are cool, and we want to use them a lot of the time, we can add these in quite simply to this setup. So if I just click here, click the trains, and then send to depot, now we accelerate it. Sometimes you have to tell them a couple times. There we go. Okay, they're all off the lines now. Generally, you won't have to do that because you won't have a fully saturated line like that straight away. Alright. So, what we're going to do here is kill that signal, one there, and we can do something like this. So, I don't know, let's have 6 sidings. This would be useful if, for example, we have a small station again. Then we get rid of this, 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 and this. Okay. Now. So this is going to be extreme overkill, but we love overkill. And then for bits like this, it can be easier to do that one, because then you can't click wrong and have it put the track like this, for example, when you don't want it. You can hold Control to delete with the thing that you have selected, if it's the same type. So, siding, length 10, perfect. Now, actually, this one needs to be there. And that is because we want a path signal here. So what the path signal will do is it will look ahead to make sure there's space for it, basically. And it can reach a safe stopping point, which we're doing with the one-way path signals at this end. So if these weren't here, it would only let you go through if there was nothing in the station, or the train was coming down this line. But with these here, the train will go through to here, and then it'll stop, and then this will no longer be a safe stopping point, so it should go to that one, that one, that one, that one. Now, if we close that and make a silly amount of trains, and then start every single one of them, and then we get 1,000,000 sounds. There we go, sidings filling up. And there you have it, a siding. You could do this down here as well, for example.